Right, we're carrying on with our lesson on Pythagoras theorem. We've been looking at finding the missing longer side. What we're going to be doing today is to find the missing shorter side. Because sometimes in exam, they're going to ask you to find a shorter side, not a long side. If you look at this question here, which is an exam question, they are asking us to find the length of QR. Now this QR will have been the A, the base, and this height here will obviously always be, and then this will always be C. Now, I want you to notice that now this time around they've given us C, but they want us to find A. Now, to find A, you do the very same thing, the only thing you just subtract. So if you think about it, if C squared equals to A squared plus B squared, so let's say C, for example, is 5, 5 and A maybe is 1, and B is 4, for example. You can see that to find what 1 is, if I didn't know this one here, I would need to do 5 take away 4. So if I want to find A squared, which is like this one here, I will need to do 5, which is C squared, minus 4, which is B squared. Okay, so with A squared, you just minus. Even with B squared, you just minus. Okay, right, so do this. I'm going to say that A squared, which is basically QR squared, is equals to C squared. C squared is always a longer side. It's always a longer side first if you're taking away. Minus B squared, which is 8 squared. Okay, so if you're finding a short side, you need to square the long side and square the other short side and subtract them. All right, so if you do that, 16 times by 16 or 16 squared will always be 256. And then 8 squared will always be 64. Now that's basically just what QR squared is. But we don't want QR squared, we want QR. Okay, to find QR, you will need to subtract the square root. Okay, so you need to subtract, and then you basically just square root. Okay. So the square root of 9 of the answer to that is going to be 13.8564 and so on. But they want us to round our answer to 2 decimal places. So the first decimal place is 8, the second one is 5. So I want to keep the 5. I want to put the boundary there. But this 6 here, because it's 5 or bigger, I will round this one up to the nearest. So the 5 becomes 6, the 8 stays, the 3 stays, and the 1 stays. So that becomes the answer to that. So when you're finding a shorter side, all you need to do is square the longer side, square the other shorter side, subtract the square root. Okay. I would like you to pause this video and then have a go at question 1, please. Pause the video and have a go at this one. So remember this, you're getting the shorter sides. Okay. Right, so I'm going to pick a random question to do for you. Say, for example, I want to find what this C is here. Now, you need to notice that the longer side you've been given is as if the real C you've been given. So we're looking for a short side. So this short side is C squared equals to the longer side squared minus the other shorter side squared. So for this one, okay? Now if I put that in the calculator, you can always put this in the calculator in one go. You can always just basically type that in the calculator in one go and find what the answer is. Okay, so you can use the square root button to just type this one in and then press enter and get your answer to that. So if I do that for my one, I'm gonna get I'm gonna get 2 centimeters. Okay, right, again 2 meters. Sorry, that should be 2 meters, not 2 centimeters, because the units are in meters, so that should be 2 meters. Right, so again, all you need to do is square the longer side, square the other shorter side, take them away, and square it. That's all you need to do to get this one right. Okay. Now, if you want to pause the video now and then just basically mark your answers, pause the video, and if you just basically want to mark your answer. Okay, so these are the answers to that. Okay, hope you've done well on that one. So this will be typically 3 marks questions in exam. So that's that. Let's move on to the next one. So if you just want to pause the video again and try question 2, same thing. They've given you the longer side, which means you need to square the longer side, square the other shorter side, take away, and then square root. So pause the video and have a go at this quickly. Okay, hope you've done well on this one. I'm just going to do question D for you. They want me to find the other shorter side. If you're finding the other shorter side, you square the longer side, you square the other shorter side, and you take away. And I've told you, you can always type this under the square root sign in one go. You can always do that in one go to find what the answer is to that. Okay, so if I just type that, I've got 13 square there, minus 6 square, square root that, you get the answer as being 11.53, 25, and so on. Rounding this number to a decimal place will become 11.5. This is the first decimal place I want to keep. Now, the 3 behind it, or in front of it there, is less than 5, so the 5 will stay. And the units are millimeters. Okay? So that would be 3 takes in exam. So 3 marks basically. Right, so I'm going to pause the video now, then and just basically mark your answer with the answer that I have there. Always keep forgetting this unit, so that should be millimeters really. Okay, hope you done well on that, and that's going to be the end of our session.